Speaking of yung impeachment, no, we're gonna talk to Michael Yusinko. He's a senior research fellow at the Ateneo Policy Center. Michael, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Diego and Angela. Good morning to everyone listening to us this morning.
Yes, Michael, let's start off. No, I think the question should not be, is there enough time? Kasi kung gugustuhin ng mga congressmen, there is time for impeachment. The point is, will the senators even entertain the idea? Because we all know when they run, they rely on national votes, which means may mga southern votes na baka mawala if they speak up against VP Sara. So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, tama ka, no? Tama ka, Diego. That's likely will be part of their calculations, no? Pagdating dito sa impeachment talks, no? Pero kasi yung timing is really a big challenge.
Yes.
So, because of that, baka yung mga senators, they might, be nonchalant about it, thinking na hindi naman to, the time will expire as they say, na nga. So baka sa mind nila, sa isip nila, this will not proceed anyway, so why bother, no? But certainly yung sinabi mo na it might cost them some votes in Mindanao, that will certainly be in their minds.
Yeah, but I'd like to ask Michael, no, how about sa mga those who are leaning towards the administration, no? Do you think may impact itong impeachment kung matuloy ito with regards if they are vocal against VP Sara or not? Do you think it will help their cause? If they're not vocal against VP Sara, do you think it will damage their cause?
Syempre meron whatever happens, it's going to have a political cost. Whether you take the side of the vice president or defend her, or you stay on the side of those pushing for impeachment. There will be political costs to that. Ang importante dito is really the cost to the nation.
Yes, that's right.
Yun yung mahalaga, at least for me, no? Kasi right now, sabi ni Pangulong Marcos, we only have political noise, right? Pero kapag natuloy yung impeachment, that political noise might increase by, at the very least, 2 decibels. No? So, that's going to have some, not just political cost, I would say, but economic costs for our country. And that's really the primary concern that I have. And I'm sure many have in their minds now.
You're talking about economic cost. Do you think sa mindset ng mga ibang investors natin, if it will be worse if we go through this process, or will it be worse if we let VP Sara's actions just let it go?
I don't think that's the calculation, or it's that simple. No, I think from the perspective of investors, both local and foreign,
yes,
impeachment, just like what we're seeing in South Korea now, impeachment, it's like parang red flag to something worse. Kasi syempre yung mga domestic and foreign investors, ang primary concerns yan lagi is stability.
Yes.
So kapag merong mga red flag na points to possible instability, which is impeachment, no? Diyan nagkakaroon na ng mga alarm bells yan sa mga isip nila. So that's what I mean, no, na posible magkaroon ng economic cost. It might portend to instability in the minds of investors.
I agree with you, Michael, to some degree, but hindi kasi VP Sara's statements of we all know naman hindi naman ito yung mga grounds for impeachment as of the moment, but we all know that her statements against the president have been very publicized around the world. And if do you think it will also harm the country per se if the president does not show that he is firm about yung actions na kanyang vice president? Then the people will say he might also be a weak leader. So it might also be damaging, don't you think, if we don't act up on how she is behaving?
Yes, you're correct, Diego. No, that's why ang sinasabi natin is the DOJ must pursue the criminal cases. Okay. No? Specifically, I think you're referring to yung mga threats, no? made online dun sa infamous weekend na yun. Ano?
Yes, that's right.
That has to be, certainly that has to be investigated, and which the DOJ is doing, by the way, and also prosecuted if there is sufficient evidence to file the indictment. So, kailangan ipakita rin ng administrasyon, not just the president, ng administrasyon na hindi pwedeng palampasin yung mga ganyang klaseng mga criminal behavior.
Right.
No?
Michael, ito na nga, no, third impeachment complaint has already been filed yesterday by some groups, headed by some priests and lawyers, etc. I was wondering, are there implications on this in terms of masyadong marami na ang nag-file ng impeachment complaint? This is the third one. At each complaint, ang daming articles of impeachment. Your thoughts on that?
Well, sir, yes, Angela, there's going to be a very negative implication, at least with regards to the timing again. Ano? Kasi ang impeachment kasi, this is not like a court case na kapag maraming petitions, magpapatong-patong lang yon. The court will entertain all of those petitions. No? Kaya sometimes yung mga petitions sa Supreme Court, napakaraming mga parties involved, no? Kasi ganun yung sistema sa korte. But in this case, yung House of Representatives, they only need to choose one to file the impeachment articles, no? Isa lang. The fact na tatlo, it actually makes their job harder in the sense that they have to consider all of those three impeachment complaints, no? Kasi ang trabaho nila ngayon, specifically yung office ni Speaker, they now have to determine if the complaints are up to standard in form and substance, no? So they have to go through all of the complaints as due diligence, no? Trabaho nila. So kung maraming articles, maraming pages, it's gonna take more time for them to do that. Isang impeachment complaint lang naman ang kailangan nilang i-file o i-endorse dun sa Committee on Justice. Hindi naman kailangan tatlo lahat, no? Isa lang ang
okay.
ang
But, we had former Senator Laila De Lima over the show about a couple of weeks ago, and she is saying otherwise. Sabi niya, the more the merrier, and this will look also na talagang marami yung gustong ma-impeach itong si Vice President Sara Duterte. Well, that's her opinion. But we also ask her kung hindi ba po, kasi the question here also lagi sinasabi nila is yung timing. So would it be better to tackle this after the midterm elections, or dapat pagkabalik na itakal na itong impeachment complaint na to?
Let me answer first regarding former Senator De Lima, because she is exactly correct, no, na kapag maraming nag-file, it has a stronger public impact. Kasi they can show na maraming ang nagsusuporta ng impeachment, right?
Right.
Kung napansin niyo, pag-file nung Makabayan Block, ang dami nila doon, di ba? Because precisely that, it shows that there is strong public support for the impeachment. But in practical terms, hindi yun ang epekto nun. Ang epekto talaga is, lalo lang nagkakaroon ng mas maraming trabaho.
Logistically, mas matagal.
Yes, oo. But certainly, tama si Senator De Lima.
Yung optics na gano'n.
The optics is very good kasi nga, nakikita na, wow, ang daming gusto magpa-impeach sa kanya. There is a strong public support for it. Right? Now, to answer the second question, yes, baka, kumbaga, thinking about the timing, baka after the midterms would make it more realistic, no? Kasi yung mga lawmakers natin will be, kumbaga, wala silang ibang iniisip kung hindi yun, no?
Kaya lang, baka maiba na yung Senate. Baka maiba na yung Senate.
Yes, speaking of that, Michael, I'd like to, finally, in closing, I'd like to ask your opinion. We all know the midterm elections is a referendum of the first 3 years of the president. Now, based on what you've seen from both sides, Duterte and Marcos, what do you think your fearless forecast would be? Do we see a Senate and Congress dominated by the administration, or do you see a balance?
Senate.
mahirap sagutin, Diego, no? But certainly, ito masasabi ko with certainty is that this administration has done everything it could possible to have a strong showing in the midterm elections. Kitang-kita natin yan sa budget for this year. Diba? Yung mga insertions, yung pork barrel,
Sabi nga
yung
ni
AKAP.
Senator Drilon, how to make your own pork barrel when we interviewed him.
That's
diba?
right.
How to fund
So,
your
How to fund your pork barrel.
We may not have, ako personally, I may not have a strong inkling kung sino mananalo sa 2025 given the surveys the different results in the surveys that we see. But certainly what is clear is that this administration, because of the close relationship of the President and the Speaker of the House, they have been successful in doing everything possible for them to have a strong showing in the 2025 election.
Yeah.
Sabi nga nila, Michael, dalawa lang naman yung scenario na yan eh. Kapag umusad ang impeachment complaint, ibig sabihin, maaaring sinasabi ng Congress, they are acting independently.
Oo.
Or number two, yung sinasabi ng Pangulo ay hindi naman talaga, yun yung talagang actual wish niya. But on that
Wait,
note,
lastly, Michael, yung Star Wars fan ka ba? Kasi nakikita ko yung hat sa likod mo eh. Is that Boba Fett ba or ano?
This is the way.
Yeah. Sayang wala yung saber ko dito eh.
Kay Sir Ed yun. Alright, on that note, maraming salamat sa inyong oras. Sa Michael Yusinko, ang Senior Research Fellow at the Ateneo Policy Center. Thank you so much for
Michael.
joining us today.
Maraming salamat din.